To over 1,000 educators, staff members, friends, colleagues, and neighbors listening to this message, I want to take this opportunity to thank you. I thank you for your bravery to serve the students of the Springfield City School District in the middle of a global pandemic. I thank you for being a friend to me, to each other, to our community, and most importantly, to our students. I thank you for taking pride in your work, your willingness to prepare your classroom in a way you never have before. I even thank you for challenging me. If we all agreed all the time, we would not be doing justice to the topics that affect students the most. We enter into this school year as if it were the first we have ever taught and worked. Like we have never walked through these halls or taught in our classrooms. We are not comfortable with the masks. It's hard to hear one another. There is signage telling us how to walk, where to walk, and even when to walk. All of these things, so many things, and yet, because of your dedication, here we are, ready for students, willing to put a smile under that mask so that students can see the confidence in your eyes and the strength of your soul. The students of the Springfield City School District are going to learn. They will learn sitting in a seat, looking at their teacher at the front of the room. They will learn on their computer, at their kitchen table, on their own, with the help of their parents. They will learn. The soft skills that you teach this year will look different than those you have ever taught in the past. Self-care with an emphasis on getting sleep, eating right, and exercising. Teaching our students that skipping a visit to grandma's house may actually be the best for her health. When we used to encourage clusters of learning and staying close to those that you love most, we now encourage distance and limited interaction. As a district, a family, we will calm fears, once again, speak to our seniors, preparing them for the possibility of a limited traditional activities and encourage hope. I thank you for your long days setting up for a sporting event with 5 pages of instructions. However, it is worth it. I thank you for spraying the tables and the extra cleaning when you've already been standing all day and have to head home to be with your own families. Speaking of which, I thank your families. I see the sacrifices that your families make to allow our students to have you here. I could go on and on. The 2020-21 school year will be one we never forget, one we will talk about for years to come. There will be ups and downs, but there is no other group, even if our group must stand 6 feet apart, that I would rather take this journey with. We will do what it takes, no matter what that proves to be, and we will make this academic year successful, memorable, and one for the history books. I am glad that we are in this together. Go Wildcats.
Welcome back, Springfield City School staff, to the 2020-21 school year. I'm Anita Biles, Board President, and on behalf of the Board of Education, I want to welcome each of you to a new academic year. I am positive that as we look to a new school year, this isn't what you envisioned it to look like. Maybe you are a first-year teacher or a seasoned staff member. No matter what your role is, today things seem uncertain. Each of you, I know, are worried. Not only for your own families, but also the students in your classroom. How will the year play out? Will you get sick? Will the children in your class get sick? How will I protect them and still ensure that the students retain all the information I have prepared for them to be successful? The answer is, there is no perfect answer. But here is what we do know. We are a strong district that works together as a team. We may not always agree, but we talk it out. We are flexible and resilient. Our students are our top priority. As a district, many of you have worked tirelessly for months planning for this day. You create something, throw the plan away, come up with a different plan, only to have that one thrown away and start all over again. You have sat in on more Zoom calls than you care to mention, only to turn around and days later, it's all changed again. But here we are with a plan and ready to move forward. Is it a good plan? Yes. Is it a perfect plan? No. Will it change? Absolutely. We want each of you to know that as this year progresses and things change, we will change with it. And it can be done. Why? Because we are in a much better place than we were in March or April, all because of your dedication to the students in this district. The district will follow the continued guidance of the Clark County Combined Health District, the Ohio Department of Health, and Governor DeWine. You have shown that we can move this ship efficiently and effectively, and I have no doubt that it can happen again. Each year at this time, I think back to my own first day of school. I was excited to meet a new teacher and see my friends, but school was more than school to me. It was in fact my safe haven. You could say I grew up in a rather challenging home. My father was an alcoholic and abusive with his words. One year I recall in 3rd grade, I had Mrs. Pauley. She was beautiful, and more importantly, she always let us watch the electric company. Well, I came into school on time, ready to go. I never let on that the night before, I only got 1 hour of sleep, and I had had little for dinner, as my family was really struggling financially. So during my favorite time, the electric company, I must have laid my head down and woke up 2 hours later. Immediately I was shaken as I had missed phonics class, and as I began to cry and tell Mrs. Pauley that I am sorry, she touched my arm and said, "Anita, baby, no worries, I will catch you up later." She smiled, she gave me a sweet hug, and then she gave me a smelly scratch and stiff sticker that was grape. You know, the kind that you could smell all over your folder. Somehow she knew that school was my safe place. We never discussed it, but she knew. She knew it's where I could go every day to get 2 meals and to breathe. She knew. That's who each of you are. You are teachers who see pain. You are cooks who see hunger. You are bus drivers who see tired kids every day. Each of you provide peace and serenity for a few hours each day for the children in our district. So as we move forward in uncertain times, know that you are not alone. We will disagree. We will plan, and we will meet. But in the end, we are in this together. So go out, do what you do each and every year. Be Mrs. Pauley to that kid who is struggling, and I can assure you that it will change their life and yours. Go Cats, and have a great year.
Hello, I'm Michael Leibkap, your new incoming Springfield Education Association president. I want to welcome you to the 2021 school year. I want to begin by thanking you all for all of your hard work to help our Springfield City School students succeed virtually this past spring. You were faced with an impossible challenge, and you embraced it head on, providing the very best for our students in the most challenging of times. We couldn't have asked for more, and I commend you for that. As we embark on this journey this fall, we know that you will continue to embrace the challenges presented to you due to this pandemic. Our teachers are the very best. You've shown that throughout the year and through your countless efforts this summer to help prepare for the upcoming year. We want no one else teaching our students, both virtually and in our building each day, because we know you are the best. I want to conclude by saying that the Springfield Education Association knows that our teachers are in the best position to guide our students over the course of their stay with Springfield City Schools. And with that, we know that you are best positioned to help them learn the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. But I ask you, please don't tell them too soon that that answer is 42. I would like to also thank Dr. Hill, the board, our support staff, and administration for all of their hard work. It truly takes a village. While it may be difficult, we will get through this year and we will do it together. Thank you once again, and I'm very proud to be representing you all as your Springfield Education Association president.
Welcome back. My name is Rondia Kendall, and I am president of the Springfield Educational United Support Staff. We understand that there is a lot of uncertainty as we navigate our ever-changing environment. Concerns will arise that were not planned for. It is vital that those concerns be addressed with your buildings and departments, and understand that each concern will be addressed. We must be patient and work together as we continue to fulfill the vision of every student, every opportunity, every day. Welcome back. Have a healthy, safe new year.
Welcome back, Springfield City School District Wildcats. I'm Lindsay Moody, president of the Springfield Administrative Support Team. We want to welcome you and hope you have a great and upcoming year. As always, we are here to support and give you resources.
On behalf of the Springfield City School District, we would like to welcome our new hires for the 2020-2021 school year. Joining our administrative team, we have Ashley Anderson, Assistant Principal for Schaefer Middle School, Todd Buck, Director of Secondary Education, Leslie Cristofano, Coordinator of Curriculum and Professional Development, Corinne Dahl, Coordinator of Curriculum and Professional Development, Heather Hawkins, Principal of Clark Early Learning Center, Evan Hunsaker, Principal of Kenwood Elementary, Kristen Kettleheck, Director of Teaching, Learning, and Professional Development, Cherie Moore, Director of Communications, Amy Stacy, Director of Community Initiatives, and Melvina Torbert, Director of Federal Programs. Joining our certificated team, Derek Anderson, Intervention Specialist at Schaefer Middle School, Nicholas Beta, Math Teacher at Springfield High School, Patricia Blyden, Speech Language Pathologist, Sally Boblet, Intervention Specialist at Springfield High School, Catherine Bruscotter, 5th grade, Science and Social Studies Teacher at Snow Hill Elementary, Christine Casto, Preschool Intervention Specialist at the Clark Early Learning Center, Erin Chesser, 6th grade ELA at Kenwood Elementary School, Tyler Cooper, 5th grade Science and Social Studies at Kenwood Elementary School, Chelsea Davis, 5th grade Science and Social Studies at Perrinwood Elementary, Catherine Edinger, Music Teacher at Simon Kenton, Darren Fansler, Math Teacher at Hayward Middle School, Samantha Fielding, 2nd grade teacher at Kenwood Elementary School, Molly Fisher, Intervention Specialist at Lincoln Elementary, Emily Graham, Instructional Coach at Kenwood Elementary, Andrew Hammond, Intervention Specialist at Schaefer Middle, Morgan Himmler, Intervention Specialist at Lincoln Elementary, Alexandria Hoffacker, 6th grade Science Social Studies teacher at Lagonda Elementary, Jeffrey Horst, Drama teacher at Springfield High, Lad Eiseminger, Social Studies teacher at Springfield High, Melissa Jordan, Science teacher at Schaefer Middle, Michelle Kelly, 6th grade ELA social studies teacher at Snyder Park. William Kelly, math teacher at Hayward Middle. Taylor Cronenberger, preschool intervention specialist at Clark Early Learning Center. Laura Martin, speech language pathologist. Michael Mara, math teacher at Springfield High. Megan Meyer, math teacher at Springfield High. Abigail Optic, intervention specialist at Hayward Middle School. Courtney Peterson, 4th grade math teacher at Kenwood Elementary. Olivia Pfeiffer, 6th grade math teacher at Kenwood Elementary. Erica Ryan, intervention specialist at Horace Mann Elementary. Robert Ryan, 6th grade science social studies teacher at Perrin Woods Elementary. Caitlin Roberts, art teacher at Roosevelt Middle. Cecilia Schwartz, speech language pathologist. Michael Sabalos, science teacher at Springfield High. Paige Steer, speech language pathologist. William True, math teacher at Springfield High. Kinsey Tyson, 2nd grade teacher at Horace Mann Elementary. Megan Wagner, ELA teacher at Roosevelt Middle. Erica Wyrick, preschool intervention specialist at Clark Early Learning Center. Trevor Wharton, science teacher at Springfield High. Lucius Zeller, ELA teacher at Hayward Middle. Joining our classified team is Bruce Anway, bus driver and transportation. Angela Baisden, paraprofessional at Springfield High. James Ballard, assistant custodian at Springfield High. Kaylee Campbell, interpreter. Tiara Cromlish, paraprofessional at Springfield High. Matthew Frost, paraprofessional at Springfield High. Kyle Kirchner, groundskeeper. Melissa McGillis, cafe security aide at Perrin Woods. Angelica Mercer, bus driver and transportation. Shane Mooney, assistant custodian at Springfield High. Darian Pettiford, assistant custodian at Water Park Wayne and Schaefer. Stella Snyder, assistant custodian at Springfield High. Joshua Trapp, paraprofessional at Springfield High. Tracy Weber, secretary at the Clark Early Learning Center.